Hey everybody, I hope you've all had a great week. As always, I'm here with an update on what has gone on in Washington, D.C. over the last couple days. We took a huge step towards enacting President Trump's agenda, so let's get started on what has taken place. The budget resolution, you've probably heard a few things about it. You may have heard about this one. I don't know. There's a lot of confusion about what the process is, misinformation as to what it actually does. So let's clear up the things that it does and does not do. Now, first and foremost, this bill is step number one. It's step one in what's known as a budget reconciliation process. Now, budget reconciliation, it gives Congress an expedited process to address federal spending, right? It instructs congressional committees to begin working on adjusting spending levels. That's what it is. It's instructions. So let me say this loud and clear. Despite the fear-mongering from people on the left and the mainstream media, no current laws or programs have changed based on what we passed this week. It is an instruction to go out and work on things. So those who are claiming that this bill cuts Medicaid, it doesn't. They are literally lying to you. Anybody, any news media outlet, anybody that says that to you, they're lying to you. It does not do that. It instructs Congress committees to find ways to cut spending across the federal government. Now, in the weeks to come, committees will hold hearings and they will hold markups that will be open to the public. They will be televised. They'll be on C-SPAN. So everybody can watch them if they want. There's no secrets about what's going to be in any kind of final bill where there will be debates about what should be cut and what should not be cut. That's our process. That's how we do this as the United States of America. That is our democratic process. I also want to talk about something else. And what I would say about this is what's at stake with the reconciliation process and why it's so important. $4.5 trillion in tax hikes, the overwhelming majority of which would impact middle-class families and small businesses. That's what's on the line with this budget reconciliation process. Now, in 2017, that was my first year in the House of Representatives, I voted to pass what I think was the most substantial piece of legislation in my lifetime, the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, and it cut taxes across the board. It saved Florida families and families across the country thousands of dollars each year. If the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act is not extended, because these were 10-year tax cuts, if it's not extended, your taxes will increase. And not just to say your taxes will increase, it would become the largest tax hike on Americans in American history. That tells you how much we cut taxes. We want to make sure those tax cuts stay permanent. And this is where all of the lies from the left come in. The left has been out there telling you, oh, this was just tax cuts for the wealthy. It didn't do anything for anybody. No. If we don't extend these tax cuts, and if Democrats don't vote on extending those tax cuts, it would be the largest tax hike in history. That's what Democrats are out there fighting against and fighting to make sure happens, that you get the largest tax hike in anybody's lifetime. That's bad for our economy. That's bad for Main Street. That's bad for your paycheck. It's bad for all of us. So thankfully, step one is complete. We've passed the budget resolution, which makes sure that every dollar spent puts America first. Now it goes over to the Senate. Step two, pass a reconciliation bill into law that cuts taxes, secures the border, as was the big promise, cuts wasteful spending, as everybody's seen us out there digging into. I deal with State Department and Foreign Affairs and USAID. You've seen everything that we bring forward on that. Step three, deliver a safer, stronger, more prosperous United States of America to every single one of you, as we promised this past November. Something else that was in the news this week, Elon Musk and Doge requested that all federal employees document what they accomplished for the week prior. I don't understand what's controversial about that. Anyone who's ever gotten up in the morning, gone to work for somebody else, earned a paycheck, they know what it means to report to a supervisor or to a boss and to be accountable and to make sure that you're reaching your purpose, accomplishing the mission. We always made sure that was the statement in the military, mission accomplished. Now, as your representative in Congress, I'm accountable to you. That's who I answer to, is to you, the constituents of Florida's 21st District. So with that, let me tell you a little bit about what we've done in this past week. Met with about a dozen foreign dignitaries as chairman of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, from a South African delegation to the Japanese ambassador to the president of the EU. Every meeting was an opportunity to strengthen America's alliances, our positions on the global stage. Number two, I heard from dozens of constituents who traveled here to Washington, D.C. to advocate for issues that were important to them specifically. Issues ranging from funding rare disease research to dredging the intercoastal waterway. Hearing directly from you, it's crucial to this job, and it's one of my favorite parts about this job is when I actually get to have you in the office and talk to you about what you care about, what's keeping you up at night, and how you think that we can do things better. I'm always grateful to see folks from our home participating in the democratic process. Number three, I joined several different news outlets to give updates from Congress and discuss the news of the day in order to make sure that you, the people across our country, know exactly what it is that we are doing here in Washington and to advance President Trump's agenda. Number four, participated in a markup with the House Transportation and Infrastructure Committee where we advanced legislation to ensure that imported mechanical parts are up to U.S. safety standards and to give states more flexibility in dealing with disasters. I also voted in favor of several bills to support small businesses, from ensuring Main Street can recover from natural disasters to helping veterans open and operate their businesses. The legislation that we passed, it shows a bipartisan commitment to helping locally owned business who faced huge challenges in recent years. It was a busy week, but I'm honored to be able to have that opportunity to serve you. And on that note, I just want to tell you, I wish you all the best, and I hope that you all take care, and I look forward to seeing you all around. Take care. Hey everyone, thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed the video, please click like and subscribe. I will be back on YouTube with more exclusive content, so stay tuned.